know, today's playlist is all Neptunes music. So yeah, I got one smile. You guys don't know who the Neptunes are? Do you know who the Neptunes are, Sarah? You do, even if you don't think you do. They produced a whole lot of the popular music in like the late 90s, early 2000s. It's a production duo. So one of them is Pharrell. I think you all know Pharrell. And it was, they're responsible for like almost all of my favorite music that I grew up on. So this playlist is all music by them, and the sequence is inspired by the playlist. So it's super flowy. There's some repetition in it, so we kind of flow and get familiar with the movement, so we think about it a little bit less as we're moving. So let's get started. Let me spotlight my video so make my big old face even bigger. And I'm also going through right now and just muting all of you, just in case you are listening to that playlist. Don't press play yet. I will let you know when to hit the play button. So hopefully we're all semi-synced, at least with the music. And of course, even though you're on mute, if you have a question at any point or want to say something, feel free to come off mute and talk. So let's get started on the back. So go ahead and lay down and you'll plant your feet. So coming onto your back, plant your feet on the floor. And we'll take a figure 4. So you'll cross your right ankle over your left thigh. Just keep your head on the floor, and it's early, obviously, the very, very beginning of class, so if this is where you want to stay with the left foot planted, you could certainly stay here. Otherwise, if you want a little bit more sensation in this right hip, you'll pick up the left foot, interlace your hands behind the left thigh. And just think of bringing this shape a little bit closer to you, but continuing to keep the shoulders soft and relaxed. And then flex the right foot, so point the right toes up towards the ceiling. And think about moving the right knee away from you, so almost pushing it towards the front of your mat. And then if you'd like, you might circle the left ankle, the left foot around a few times, just opening up that ankle. If it helps you to find a little bit of movement here to get into the hip, I like to sway side to side in my figure 4 sometimes. And then keeping this shape, you're going to come into this into a twist. So keep the shape, let your knees fall to the left. Your right foot will plant on the floor. Let your right arm open. With your left hand, you could grab a hold of this right ankle and bring it a little bit closer as you think of moving the right knee away from you. So again, continuing to get deep into the outer right hip. And then you'll start to bring your knees back to center, unwind the legs. Plant your feet on the mat and just sway the knees side to side. And then we'll take figure 4 on the second side. So left ankle crosses over your right thigh. And the same thing that you did on the first side, you could keep the right foot planted on the floor, or you might interlace your fingers behind the right leg. Just bringing the shape closer to your chest, to your belly. Point the left toes straight up, flexing the foot. Maybe circling the right ankle around if that feels good. Maybe even finding some kind of movement here. So there would be lots of outer hip opening, lots of twisting in today's class. So hopefully getting pretty deep into the hips. And keeping this shape, let it fall over to the right side of your mat. Let the left arm open, so coming into a twist. You might grab your left ankle with the right hand, and holding on to that ankle, you'll move the left knee away from you towards the front of your mat. So getting a twist for the spine and also continuing to get some length, some opening into the outer left hip. And start to bring your legs back to center. Unwind the legs, plant your feet on the floor, and same thing, just sway your knees side to side a few times. And then hug your knees in and release your hands over the shins. And curl up into a little ball, tuck your chin to your chest, and pulling your belly down to the floor, start to rock and roll up and down your mat, eventually catching some momentum and finding your way up to a seat. You'll cross your ankles and you'll step back to a tabletop. Wrists under your shoulders and knees under your hips. We'll do the first few together here. So on your inhale, dip your belly, open your chest forward for cow pose. On your exhale for cat, round the spine, push the ground away. Listen, press the tops of your feet down and hover your knees 1 inch off of the mat. Good, so thinking of using your belly to lift. Tap the knees down, inhale for cow pose. Exhale, round for cat, same thing, press the tops of the feet, lift the knees, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, knees down, inhale, heart opens. Exhale, you round, hover the knees, 5, 4, use the belly, 2, 1, knees down, we'll do one more, inhale. Exhale, we'll round, press to the tops of the feet, lift the belly up and in for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, knees down, inhale, and then continue on your own through cat-cow. And this is where you want to press play on that playlist if you're listening along with me. Starting to find the breath, move with the breath. So I love playing hip hop during yoga class because for me, it inspires me to move. I really like hip hop music, and I don't know, it just makes me feel really good and flowy and allows me to get a little bit deeper into the body. So if you're listening to this playlist, feel free to have some fun with it. Wiggle a little, move a little bit more, add on any extra flourishes or whatever movements or wiggles that you're craving if you feel inspired by the music, or if not my music, then whatever you're listening to. And tuck your toes, lift your hips up and back, downward facing dog, and continue to kind of explore here in your down dog. Moving a little bit, waking up. Starting to breathe a little deeper. And step your feet a little bit closer together. And on your inhale, lift the right leg up and back. Exhale, shift forwards and bring your knee into your nose. And think of lifting the hips higher, scooping the belly up and in. Take a breath in, sweep the right leg up and back. Again, knee to nose, pull it in. Think your cat pose round the spine. One more, inhale, sweep it. Exhale, knee to nose. Send it up and back, inhale. Step it forwards, exhale. Right foot in between your hands, runner's lunge. Bend your fingertips or grab blocks under your hands. Take a breath in. Breath out, lengthen the right leg, shift your hips back. Two more like that. Inhale, runner's lunge. Exhale, lengthen the right leg. Bring it forwards. And send it back. This time, bend the right knee, take an inhale. Exhale, twist the right arm straight up. Right arm straight up, right hip moves back. Left leg straightens, left heel pushes towards the back of your mat. Listen carefully, tap the left knee down, untuck the toes. Sweep the right hand towards the back of the room, circle it down, forwards and up, low lunge. Okay, grab a hold of your left wrist, take an inhale, lift the left hand up, and then exhale, side bend to the right. Try to keep the neck relaxed. Come back to center, inhale, breath in, release it. Exhale, cactus the arms, lean back, and then circle your hands down to the floor. Runner's lunge, lift the left knee, inhale. Step forwards, exhale. Find your ragdoll, grasp opposite elbows, sway a little, bob a little, whatever you want to do here. And then release your hands to the floor, slowly round your way up to standing. Inhaling, arms rise at the top. Exhale, grab that left wrist, step your right toes out to the right and side bend. So these right toes are like a kickstand, and you're lifting up and over the right hip. Come back to center, step your feet together, inhale. Exhale, cactus the arms, lean back, and then circle your hands towards the floor. Left foot steps back, inhale, runner's lunge. Downward facing dog is your exhale. High plank, come forwards onto hands and knees, lift the belly up and in, and then exhale, lower all the way down. One of my favorite stretches in the world. Take your hands off of your mat. I gotta move all my stuff here. On the floor. So really wide hands, 10th of fingertips, elbows point straight up. Inhale, lift the chest, reach the heart forwards. Exhale, tap the right shoulder towards the mat. Doesn't have to touch, look to the left. Inhale, lift through center, really widen here. Exhale, left shoulder dip, so opening the chest, opening the shoulders. One more each way, inhale. Right shoulder, exhale. Last one, inhale. And exhale. Come to center, take a breath in. And breath out. Hands under your shoulders, tuck your toes. Find your way to down dog. You might push through a plank pose or to a tabletop, hands and knees, and then up and back. Left leg lifts, inhale. Knee into your nose, exhale. Think of your cat pose, so try to push the ground away. Send the left leg up and back, inhale. Exhale again, knee to nose, pull it in. Think of using your belly. One more, inhale. Exhale, knee to nose, shift shoulders over wrists. Up and back, inhale. And then step through runner's lunge. Blocks or tented fingers, take a breath in. Breath out, lengthen the left leg, bow your head. Inhale, runners. Exhale, extended pyramid pose, long pyramid. One more, inhale. Exhale. Runner's lunge, breath in. Breath out, twist, left arm straight up. As you twist the left arm up, move the left hip back. Tap the right knee down and tuck the toes. Circle the left hand back, down, forwards and up, low lunge. Take a breath in. Grab the right wrist to side bend, lift up and over that left hip. Come back to center, inhale. Exhale, cactus the arms, lean back, circle your hands to the floor. Runner's lunge, breath in. Forward fold, breath out. Take ragdoll the opposite way. Bob a little, sway, whatever you want to do. Nod your head and neck. And then release your hands, start to roll up to standing. Inhaling at the top. So exhale, we kickstand the left foot, step it out, grab the right wrist, lift up and over the left hip. Come back to center, feet to hips width, arms up. Exhale, cactus the arms, lean back, and then circle your hands, dive your chest down. Right foot steps, inhale. Down dog is your exhale. Use your belly to pull yourself forwards, high plank. Exhale, lower all the way down. This time, reach your hands towards the back of the room. Roll your shoulders up, back, and down. Palms push up towards the ceiling, heart reaches forwards. It's like you're in an airplane pose on your belly. Take one more breath in, bring the shoulder blades together. And breath out, come down, lower your right cheek down. We'll do one more, look forwards, roll your shoulders up, back, and down. Push the palms together. Feel those muscles of your upper back squeeze. Take a breath in. And breath out, left cheek down. Hands crawl under your shoulders, tuck your toes, breathe in. On your breath out, either plank pose or tabletop to down dog. Right leg lifts, inhale. Exhale, knee into your nose, pull it forwards. Go up and back, inhale. Exhale, right knee, right tricep. Can you tap the outside of the right arm? Lift it up and back, inhale. This time we twist, right knee, left tricep, but keep the upper body in plank pose. So you don't want to dip the right shoulder down. The right arm is really strong. Go up and back, inhale. Exhale, step it through, runner's lunge. Take a breath in. Breath out, lengthen the right leg. Runners, inhale. Twist is your exhale, right arm straight up. Tap the left knee down. Inhale, sweep the right arm back down, forwards and up. And then grab the left wrist. On your exhale, you side bend. Inhale, come back to center. Exhale, bend the elbows, lean back, and then circle your hands down to the floor. Runner's lunge is your inhale. This time, turn your toes in, crawl your hands all the way to the left. Side lunge or skandasana, bend into the left knee. So side lunge, your hips would be a little bit higher. Skandasana is deeper, and you lift the right toes up. Crawl your hands back forwards, runners, inhale. Step forwards, forward fold, exhale. Round your way up to standing. 3, 2, 1, arms rise, inhale. Grab the left wrist, side bend to the right, step your right toes out. Inhale, come through center. Exhale, bend the elbows, lean back, circle your hands to the floor. Left foot steps back, inhale. High plank pose, exhale, or downward dog, hips up and back. Now we go to high plank, shift forwards, breath in. Chaturanga lower halfway, try to hug the elbows in. Upward facing, inhale. Downward facing is your exhale. Left leg lifts, breath in. Knee to nose is your breath out. Shift forwards, tuck that knee in as much as you can get it. Left leg up and back. Left knee taps left tricep. Shift forwards, look forwards. Go up and back, inhale. Exhale, twist. Move the left knee towards the right arm. It's okay if it doesn't touch. I want your upper body in plank pose, so keep reaching the chest forwards, look forwards. Shoot it back, inhale. Step it through, exhale. Runners, inhale. One time, lengthen the left leg. Bend the left knee, inhale. Twist, left arm up. Tap the right knee down. Inhale, sweep the left arm, circle it up. Grab the right wrist, side bend. Come to center, inhale. Exhale, bend the elbows, lean back, and circle your hands to the floor. Runner's lunge, lift the right knee. Turn to the right all the way into your side lunge or skandasana. So either the left toes stay down or you lift a little bit higher and or lower and the left toes lift. Crawl your hands forwards, runners, inhale. Step forwards, exhale. Round your way up, keeping the head heavy. 3, 2, 1, arms rise at the top, inhale. Grab the right wrist, Step your left toes to the left and side bend. Inhale through center. Exhale, bend the elbows, circle it like you're diving down, fold forwards. Right foot steps, inhale. Down dog is your exhale. High plank pose, shift forwards, use your belly. Chaturanga, lower halfway. Upward facing, inhale, tops of the feet, press. Downward facing, exhale. One more round, right leg lifts, inhale. Knee into your nose, exhale. This time, stay here. Tap your right knee to your right shoulder. Switch the right knee to the left shoulder. Move to your right, to your left. Upper body's in plank pose, right, left. Good, take it to the right. Lower the knee down to your wrist. Lift it up to the elbow. Knee over to the left elbow. Lower to the wrist. Lift it up. Knee into your chest. Step forwards, runner's lunge. Take a breath in. Shift back, lengthen the right leg. Bend the right knee, inhale. Exhale, twist, right arm up. This time, keep the left knee up. Circle the right arm back down, forwards and up, high lunge. So left knee is lifted. Good, take a breath in. Grab the left wrist, side bend on your breath out. Lift up and over the right hip. Inhale up through center. This time as you cactus your arms, bend the left knee, hover it. Inhale, lift the left knee, straighten the arms. 2 more times, exhale, bend the left knee, hover. Push through the right foot to lift, inhale. Last time, exhale, bend the left knee. Inhale, you lift. This time, exhale, lean forwards, cactus the arms, then flip it, reach your hands back, airplane pose, take off on your right leg, the left leg lifts. Take a breath in. Breath out, step your left toes back. Woo, Skandasana. Turn your hands to the left, crawl to the left side of your mat. Good, walk your hands forwards, runner's lunge, take an inhale. Exhale, step forwards, forward fold. Round your way up to standing. Inhaling at the top. Same thing, grab the left wrist, step the right toes out, lean to the right. Inhale up through center. Exhale, cactus the arms, circle them down, dive forwards. Left foot steps, inhale. Right to chaturanga on your exhale, step back, lower halfway. Up dog, big inhale. Down dog is your exhale. Left leg, inhale. Knee into the nose, exhale. All right, we stay here. Left knee taps left shoulder, or left elbow, we'll say, to the right. Take it to the left. Upper body's in plank, to the right. To the left, to the right, to the left. Now lower it down to the left wrist. Lift it up higher than the left elbow. Take it to the right. Lower it to the wrist. Lift it. Knee into your chest. Step forwards. Inhale in your runner's lunge. Lengthen the left leg, exhale. Runner's lunge, bend the left knee. Twist, left arm up. So this time the right knee stays lifted. Circle the left arm back, circle it forwards and up. We're in a high lunge. Grab the right wrist and side bend, lift up and over that left hip. So really big stretch for the right hip flexor and the right psoas. And then we come back to center, inhale. Exhale as you bend the elbows, you bend the right knee, hover it. Inhale, straighten the right leg, push the heel back. Exhale, bend the right knee. Reach up, inhale. Last one, exhale. This time, straighten your arms, inhale. Exhale as you cactus, you lean forwards, then you flip the elbows back, so airplane pose, come forwards onto your left leg. Right leg reaches back. Lift the fronts of your shoulders away from the floor, so bring the shoulder blades together. Slowly, right toe step all the way back. Take your hands down. Skandasana, crawl your hands to the right. And then walk forwards. Runner's lunge, inhale. Forward fold, step forwards. Keep your neck soft as you round up to standing. Inhaling up at the top. Grab the right wrists, kickstand the left toes, and lean. Inhale through center, breath in. Breath out, dive it down to the floor. Right foot steps, inhale. Right to chaturanga, push to the hands, send the left foot back, lower halfway. Upward facing, heart pulls through the shoulders. Downward facing, the low belly lifts the hips up and back. Take an inhale through your nose. Exhale through the mouth. One more big inhale. And exhale. This time, step your feet a little bit closer together. And then inhale, lift your heels, your hips. Exhale, bend your knees, push the weight back, look forwards, get your feet to your hands. Forward fold, top of the mat. Flat back, inhale. Exhale, forward fold. All right, so here we will bend the right knee, straighten the left leg, and reach the right arm up. So right knee is bent, left leg is straight, and you're twisting to the right. You can tent the left fingers, or you might put your left hand on a block for your twist. Sweep the right arm back, circle it down forwards, and then right into a chair pose, bending your knees, sinking the hips. Take your hands to your heart. I'm going to turn to face you. Hands to your heart, take a breath in. Twist to the right, hook your left elbow outside your right thigh. As you push into your hands, try to lift your chest, open the chest a little bit more. Breath in, breath out, forward fold. You can bend your knees, shake it out. So bend the right knee, straighten the left leg, and reach the left arm up, tenting the right fingertips, or maybe your right hand comes to a block, getting a little deeper into the twist. Lean the left hip back. Circle the left hand back, down and up, right into chair pose, send the hips back, sweep the arms up. Maybe bob a little. Hands to your hips, inhale. To the left, we twist. Right elbow outside, left thigh. Notice the right knee here. If the hips are uneven, the right knee will sneak forwards. That's your cue to even the hips. So pull the right hip back. And then find the sense of a back bend in your chest. Take one more breath in. Breath out, forward fold. Maybe shake out the legs, maybe nod your head, yes and no. Let's take a flat back here, lengthen the spine, inhale. Exhale, forward fold. Chair pose. Hips go back, arms go forwards. Take a breath in. Breath out, sit your butt all the way down, come into Navasana boat pose, so legs go forwards. Think of lifting the chest. Take your hands to your heart. Inhale to hover, so straighten the legs, lower the chest almost to the floor. On your exhale, as you lift, reach your hands to the right, so we're twisting to the right. Inhale to lower. Exhale to the left. Inhale to the right. Good, lower inhale to the left. Find your belly here, inhale to the right. Lower inhale to the left. Here we go, inhale to the right, lower to the left. Let's do 4 more, inhale, that's 4, lower, 3, 2 more, to the right, to the left, lower, come to center, pause for 3, 2, 1, and then lower all the way down. Plant your feet, hug your knees in, rock a little side to side. And then rock up to the seat, plant your feet on the floor. We're going to take seated figure 4, so it's a little bit deeper than figure 4 in the back. So cross your right ankle over the left thigh. And you can kind of decide how intense you want this stretch to be based on where your hips are. So if you want it a little bit deeper, you'll bring your hips closer to that left foot. If you want it less deep, you'll move them farther away. So however you set it up, you'll push into your hands and lift your chest. So try not to collapse the heart. Flex the right foot, right toes up towards the ceiling, and move the right knee away from you towards the front of the mat. Now you can keep this figure 4 here, or you step the right foot down. Reverse tabletop, press into the left foot, lift your hip. So either with a figure 4 or you're letting go of the figure 4. Just notice the right hip, don't let the right hip sag down, keep the hips even if that means right knee pointing up towards the ceiling, maybe you let your head go. One more inhale. Exhale, release the hips to the floor, uncross the right leg, we'll switch. Figure 4, second side, left leg crosses over the right. Set it up in a way that feels comfortable, either bringing your hips closer or farther away. Flex the left toes up towards the ceiling. Think of moving the left knee away from you. Keep your breath steady and slow. So you either stay here or you come into a regular tabletop or reverse tabletop. Left foot plants down. So we'll lift up, press through your hands, press through the right foot or both feet, lift your hips up. Same thing, notice the left hip, make sure it's even with the right, and then you might drop your head back if that feels okay. One more inhale. And exhale, let your hips come down. Uncross the left foot and just sway the knees side to side. And then cross your ankles, come forwards, downward facing dog, however you want to get there. Through a chaturanga, or you might skip it. All right, from your downward dog, sweep the right leg up and back, breath in. Knee into your nose, breath out, hug the knee and lift the hips higher, and then step forwards, runner's lunge. Inhale. Exhale, twist, right into your twist, so right arm goes up. This time, keep the right arm reaching straight up, get lighter in the left hand. You're lifting up to an open twist, so keeping the arms open, the right hand reaches towards the back of the mat, left hand forwards. Good, and then straighten the left leg, push the left leg, left heel back. Lean forwards, reach through the left fingertips, cross the left elbow outside the right thigh, press your palms together, and then revolve the chest. Lengthen the spine, reaching the crown of the head towards the front of your mat. Slowly unwind the hands, high lunge, inhale. Just one time, exhale, cactus the arms, hover the left knee. Inhale, straighten the left leg, reach up. Exhale, airplane pose, lean forwards, reach the hands back, take off, left leg lifts. Take a breath in. Warrior 2 is your breath out. Left toe step, left arm circles you up and open, warrior 2. Flying warrior is your inhale, palms up, turn the right toes in. Warrior 2 to the back of your mat. Left toes back, bend into the left knee. Inhale to fly. Exhale, open up to the front. Reverse it, inhale. Exhale, windmill your hands to the floor and find your way back to downward facing dog, either through a vinyasa, taking the chaturanga, or you skip the chaturangas now or at any point during class. Left leg lifts, inhale. Knee into your nose, suck the knee and lift the hips higher and then step forwards, try not to drag the foot. Inhale. Twist, left arm up on your exhale. Start to strengthen the right leg, push the right heel back. Keep the arms open, slowly stand up, open twist. Lean forwards on your breath in. Breath out, right elbow outside left thigh, push the palms together. Keep the right leg strong. Keep the heart lifting, shoulders rolling open. High lunge, inhale, arms rise. One time cactus, hover the right knee. Inhale, straighten and lift. Exhale, lean forwards, take off, airplane pose, balance on your left leg, heart reaches forwards. Inhale. Warrior 2 is your exhale, right toe step, right arm circles you open. Reverse it, go up and back, inhale. Oops, that's not what I meant. Come back to warrior two, force of habit. Flying warrior, inhale, palms up, left toes in. Flying warrior, or warrior two to the back. Inhale, flying. Exhale to the front. Now we reverse it, go up and back, inhale. Exhale, windmill your hands to the floor. Take it back to down dog, however you want to get there. I'm going to skip the chaturanga this time personally. You can take it if you want it. All right, adding on, right leg lifts, inhale. Knee into the nose, exhale. Send it up and back, inhale. Right knee, right tricep. Reach it back, inhale. Right knee, left tricep, but think of your upper body in plank pose. Go up and back, inhale. Step it forwards, exhale. Breath in your runner's lunge. Breath out for your twist. Lift up to open twist, so use those obliques to keep the twist as you lift. And then lean forwards, cross the left elbow outside your right thigh, press through the palms. Can you lengthen the entire body as you push the left heel back, lengthen the sides of your waist, and then up and out of the top of your head. Slowly unwind, high lunge, inhale. Right into your airplane, lean forwards, take off on the right leg. Take an inhale, lift the chest. Exhale, warrior two, step back, let your left arm circle you open. Flying warrior, inhale, palms go straight up. Warrior two to the back. Inhale, flying. This time, listen, skandasana into your right leg. So bend your right knee or side lunge, so staying up a little bit higher for side lunge. Flying warrior, inhale. Exhale, skandasana. Keep that left heel down. Push into the left heel to lift back up. Warrior two, open. Reverse, inhale. Side angle is your exhale, right elbow, right thigh. Today the left arm will go straight up. Bend deeper into the right knee, lean the chest back. Maybe you look at your left hand. Keep the breath steady. Let's look down at the floor. We're coming into half moon, so you might locate a block under your right hand. You lean forwards, take the right hand to the floor or to a block. Keep the left hip open. In fact, lean back a little bit more, lift the heart a little bit more. Think of taking up space, reach higher with the left hand. Right into chair pose, left foot meets the right, bend your knees, sweep your arms up. Take one inhale, one exhale, fold forwards. Then you can shake out the legs here, maybe bob, sway a little. And then lift halfway, inhale. Exhale, forward fold. So you've got an option for crow pose here if you want to practice that or even use that as a way to get back to down dog. Or you can skip it and come to chaturanga or step right back. I'll take the crow pose, so your hands come to the floor, feet together or toes together, heels open, knees outside or behind the triceps. You look forwards and you lean further forwards than you think you need to, bending the elbows and pulling the heels in. Push your hands into the floor, use your belly to lift your hips, and then maybe you shoot the legs back to chaturanga. Oh, that was heavy. Upward facing dog, inhale. Downward facing, exhale. Left leg up, inhale. Knee into your chest, exhale. Send it back, breath in. Tap the left tricep. Send it back, inhale. Move the knee towards the right tricep. It's okay if it doesn't touch. I'd rather your chest be reaching forwards than sinking the hips, the shoulder down. Send it back, inhale. Step it through. One breath in. Breath out for your twist. Left arm up. Keep the arms open, stand up, open twist, and then lean forward, take the prayer twist, hands together. So making sure here, the way that we're coming into it is we're using primarily the obliques to get us even deeper than the twist. So we do want to push the right elbow into the thigh. We do want to push the hands together to lift the chest, but it's also quite a bit of engagement in the core. High lunge, inhale. Right into your airplane sweep back. Reach the heart forwards, pick up the right leg. Inhale. Warrior two, step the right toes all the way back, open up. Fly up, inhale. Warrior two to the back, exhale. Inhale, flying. Right into your skandasana to the left. So this is important to keep the left heel down. If coming into skandasana lifts the left heel up, I want you to come up a little bit higher today, and that's because when you come to flying warrior, you have to push into the left leg to lift. So lift to flying, and then take it to the right, keep the right heel down. Push into the right foot, lift. Warrior two to the front. Reverse it, inhale. Side angle, exhale, left elbow to left thigh, right arm straight up today. Use these next few breaths to steady and slow. Coming back to normal breath. And then look down. We'll find our way to half moon. So step the right toes a little bit closer, lean into the left leg, left hand comes to the floor to a block. And you think of stacking the right hip over the left. Try to keep the left toes pointing straight forwards. They like to turn in. If they're turning in, you might not be using enough of that left glute. Chair pose, right foot steps down to meet the left. Inhale. Exhale, forward fold. Shake it off, relax your head. Maybe nod, yes or no. Flat back, inhale. Exhale, forward fold. And your choice, however you want to get back to downward dog. You take the chaturanga, you skip it. You might take crow pose. We'll get a break after this, so take your time if you want to practice your crow. So eventually finding your way to a child's pose or finding your way to a seat or some kind of otherwise resting pose. Catching your breath. How are we doing? Doing okay? Thumbs up or down? Good, thumbs up. Awesome. Okay, so little, oh yeah, I like this virtual thumbs up, Emma, thank you. Okay, so just take a moment, grab some water, catch your breath. It's a little pause before we move on. If you're on the playlist with me, this is one of my favorite songs of all time. So let's use it. Let's come to downward dog. We've got one last standing sequence here. A lot of it will feel really familiar. A lot of it will be adding on and making things a little bit more difficult. So the good thing is we have done prior to this, two more basic variations of the flow. So the things that I'm adding on here, you don't have to do. You can always modify and do what we did before, since you have that in your body and in your mind. Let's come to downward dog. Lift the right leg up and back on your breath in. Breath out is knee to nose, shift forwards. Lower the right knee to hover, and then lift the right knee back up and in. Send it up and back. Right knee, right tricep. Same idea, lower the right knee to the wrist, lift it up and in. Send it up and back. Right knee towards the left arm, doesn't have to touch. So try not to sink the right hip, the right shoulder. Stay in plank pose. Lower the right knee to hover, lift it back up, and then shoot it up and back. Good, and then step the right foot forwards between your hands. Step the left foot forwards between your hands, forward fold. Bend the right knee, straighten the left leg, oops, other way. Bend the left knee, straighten the right leg, twist the right arm up. So left knee bends, right arm twists, left hand can be on the floor, on a block, or tented fingers. And then circle the right hand back, down, forwards and up, chair pose. Take your hands to your heart, inhale. Twist to the right. On your exhale, left elbow plugs outside the right thigh. Move the left knee back if it's sneaking forwards. Lower the hips a little bit more. And then slowly lift the left heel. So left heel pops up. Can you lift the left foot? Can you pull the left foot in towards your butt? So really contracting that hamstring. Very slowly, maybe there's a twisted warrior 3 as you send the left leg back, reach the heart forwards. Left leg back, heart forwards. So you're pausing in a twisted warrior 3. Eventually the left toe step all the way back and you're in a twisted high lunge. Inhale, both arms rise. Exhale for our airplane pose, just 1 or 2 breaths. Take a breath in. Breath out, forward fold once again, step forwards, fold. Stand up, bring your right knee into your chest. Right knee into your chest. And then standing figure 4, cross the right ankle over the left thigh. So it'll feel like chair pose in the left leg. You bend the left knee, you send your hips back, and we're trying to get a stretch sensation in this right hip. I like to rest my forearms on my shins. You can do what Sarah's doing and take your hands to the floor or to a block. Now from here, you'll come up, right knee into your chest, and then you'll twist to the right. Grab the right knee with your left hand, reach the right arm back. Half moon, do this slowly, lean forwards, keep reaching the right arm up. Eventually, you'll stretch the right leg back, shoot it back, and take your left hand down to the floor. So it'll feel like you're on the wrong leg. The left leg is forwards. Step into flying warrior, right toes back, palms up, left toes turn in. Warrior 2 to the back of the mat. Flying, inhale. To the left, Skandasana or side lunge. Fly up, inhale. Skandasana or side lunge to the right. Inhale, reach up. This time, fold forwards, hinge at the waist, take your hands to the floor. Yogi's choice here, I'll give you a couple of breaths in your forward folded straddle pose. You can either hang out here, you might take a bind, the low back, reaching your arms up. You might take a twist in either direction. Lots of options here. If you're someone who likes headstanding, now is also a good time to do that. If you're working on something, eventually you'll find your way back to your straddle. We'll lift halfway, inhale. And then exhale, turn to the back of the mat for a runner's lunge, back of the mat. And then we'll turn this into a half pigeon. So heel toe your right foot to the left side of your mat and then bring your right shin down. So half pigeon, let's tuck the left toes, shift the weight back, 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 and then you start reaching the spine forwards. We won't be here for too long, so you can either stay up on your hands or maybe come down to forearms. Bring your hands to the floor if you came down. And I switch sides so you can see me, just so you can see this next part. You'll thread your right arm underneath you. Bend the right elbow, and then push the palms together. So you're in a twist, twisting in your half pigeon. Just like you would in your high lunge or your low lunge twist. Pushing the palms together, lifting the chest, twisting to the left. Take one more breath in. Breath out, release your hands, come onto the right hip. Bring the left leg forwards. So we're in like a seated tree pose shape. The right knee is bent, left leg is straight. You can keep facing, whatever. Step the right foot down, and then cross the right foot over the left leg. Now you can also always stay like this with the left leg straight, or some of you might want to bend the left knee and pull the heel in. That gives you just a little bit deeper of a twist. And then we're twisting towards the right. So take your right hand behind you. Either hug this right knee in, or you can take the elbow, left elbow outside the right knee and twist a little bit deeper. As you unwind, you turn to face the front of the mat, plant your hands, unwind the legs back to downward facing dog. Left leg lifts, inhale. Knee into your nose on your exhale. Lower the knee to hover and then suck it up, back in. Send the left leg up and back. Left knee, left tricep. Lower it to hover and then pull it up and in using those obliques. Left leg reaches back. Last piece, twist to the right, keep the body in plank pose, lower the left knee to hover, pull it up and in, shoot it back, and then step forwards. And then the right foot steps forward. So we're in a forward fold. And then we twist to the left. So bend the right knee, reach the left arm up. Come into your chair pose, circle the left arm down, forwards and up. Hands to heart, right elbow outside left thigh. Move the right hip back, the right knee back if it sneaks forwards, and then slowly pop up the right heel. Can you pull the right foot in towards your butt, bending the right knee? It's like a crow pose, kind of. Can you slowly start to straighten the right leg? So think of right leg lengthening back, reaching the heart forwards, heart forwards. And then step the right toes all the way back. You're in a twisted lunge. High lunge, inhale, arms rise. Airplane pose, one exhale. Take one inhale, and then open up warrior two. Or right into flying warrior, right into flying warrior. Let's do warrior two to the back. Breath out. And then reach up back to flying. Skandasana to the left. Push into the left leg, reach up, flying. And then to the right. Push into the right foot, lift. Forward fold. Dive it down over wide legs. And same thing once again, I'll give you a few breaths here, do whatever you want. That might mean a bind. It might mean a twist, headstand, maybe a few more skandasanas. Freestyle a little bit. And you'll finish up what you're doing. Coming back to your straddle. And then you'll turn to your left foot. Turn to your left foot. And then half pigeon, heel toe your left foot to the right side of your mat. Bend into the left knee, bring the shin down. Tuck your right toes, pull the hips back. So either staying up on your hands, just keeping in mind we won't be here for too long, or crawling your hands forwards, coming down to forearms. Claw your hands back to the mat. Lift your chest up just for a moment. You'll slide your left arm underneath you, and you'll bend the elbow, push the elbow into the floor, press your palms together. So you're gonna twist in your half pigeon. Think of lifting your chest up to your thumbs just as you would in a twist in your high lunge. Take one more inhale. And exhale, slowly release it, hands to the floor. Come onto your left hip. Bring the right leg forwards. Right leg is straight, left knee is bent. And we'll set up a twist. So plant the left foot, and then step the left foot over and outside the right leg. You can keep this right foot and right leg straight, or you bend the right knee, pull it underneath you. We'll twist to the left. Hug the left knee in, maybe hook the right elbow outside the left knee. You use that to twist a little bit deeper. Inhale, lift through the chest. Exhale, twist a little bit more. And then as we unwind, we turn forwards, plant your palms, unwind your legs right into downward facing dog. And then however you want to get there, get your feet up to your hands to a forward fold. Lift halfway, inhale. Exhale, forward fold. And then stand all the way up, rolling through the spine, reaching the arms up at the top, inhale. And hands to heart, exhale. So I'm going to give you here two options for some arm balances. I was debating whether or not to show you one of them because it's very difficult for me to demo and I don't know if I'm going to be able to do it. So this could be very embarrassing, but I'm going to show you. So I'll show you the two first and then I'll walk you through them. I guess you could do them with me. No, this is different from how I normally teach. I'll just show you them first. I'll show you them first and then we'll go through them again. So, okay, so we're going to start in a figure 4. This is where both of them start. So the arm balances are dragonfly, I'm not sure the Sanskrit name for that, or galabasana, which I believe is flying pigeon. So this first one, it's kind of like what we just did on our stomachs in half pigeon. We twist and we get the elbow outside the foot. This is really hard for me because I have tight hips, so I'm showing you on my better leg. So the key is to really twist as deep as you can, get it up as high as you can on the elbow, and then once you get the twist, I'll show you in a second, you take your hands to the floor as fast as you can because otherwise the foot slides off the arm. So get into the twist, hands to the floor really quick. Find your chaturanga, see if I can do it. Woo. That one's really tough. That one's really tough. So let me say this before I show you the other one. The really important thing for this one and these two arm balances and almost every single arm balances is chaturanga. That is the foundation of virtually every arm balance. So it's really important to think of chaturanga in the upper body. So you're not letting your elbows chicken wing. You're keeping them in really tight. You're bending your elbows, just like a chaturanga. So I'll show you the second one. This one, in my opinion, is a little bit easier. It's similar to crow pose in that you need to really tuck everything into your body. So you'll come to a figure 4, crossing the ankle over the thigh. And this one, you want to reach your arms forwards, take your hands down. I'm going to show you in the other direction. This foot, see this foot right here? You curl the toes around the arm. Take your hands to the floor and find chaturanga in the arms, and then you lift up. Maybe this back leg extends. So now that you've seen it, you can decide which one you want to do. If either of them, what we will all do together is a standing figure 4. So you'll come to standing. You'll cross your right ankle over your right thigh. We've been here once before already. Send your hips back, just like chair pose. You can stay here, hands to heart. You can take your forearms to your thigh. And decide which way you're gonna go. For dragonfly, that's the first one I showed you. It's the really deep twist. You gotta take your right elbow outside the left foot. and push the palms together. I'm not going to do it again, but you're going to very quickly put your hands to the floor and lean into your hands. For Galabasana, flying pigeon, what you want to do is reach forwards first, reach really far forwards, lengthen the sides of your waist, take your hands to the floor, curl your right toes around the left tricep, make a shelf with your arms, bend the elbows, lean forwards, look forwards, and lift the back leg. So you're in this really compact figure four shape. Nice job, Sarah. We'll take a break in the middle. And you'll notice here that for a lot of us, we have imbalances in the hips. So we just did the right side. For me, that's my tighter side. So it's much harder to access any arm balance on that side. So let's try the left side. Whether or not you're coming into the arm balance, we'll take figure four on the left side. Standing figure four, cross your left ankle over your right thigh. And just send the hips back and let it marinate for a minute before you do anything. Just focusing on opening the left hip, lengthening the sides of your waist. And you've got those two options. You could either twist to the right, press your left elbow into the right foot, press the palms together, and you could certainly stay here or take your hands to the floor. The other option is flying pigeon. Good, Sarah, leaning forwards, look forwards. Sarah behind me is doing it. Here we go. Reach forwards, lengthen the sides of your waist. Take your hands down to the floor. Lean the left shin to the backs of the triceps. Curl the left toes around the right arm, and then lift. We'll meet in a forward fold. And then you'll sit down. Let's see, did we lose everyone? These things are really tough to teach on webcam, on a virtual class. But when else are you going to play with arm balances and get, work on that strength when you're stuck at home and can't do anything else? So let's come onto the back. Lay all the way down. We'll move into a few back bends. Hug your knees into your chest. Rock a little bit side to side. And then plant your feet on the floor and decide if you are feeling an active back bend or something more restorative. If you're really spent, you need some rest, you'll grab a block or a couple of pillows. Stack them under your low back and just let them support your hips. If you want something more active, you'll take bridge pose. So lifting your hips up, reaching the center of the heart towards the back of your mat as you reach your knees forwards. If you're in bridge pose, you'll slowly lower your hips down to the floor. So we just did a whole lot of rounding forwards, practicing those arm balances. So be gentle with yourself here as you explore these back bends. I'm guessing they'll probably feel good after the rounding, but they might not come that easily. So just take it slow. We'll do two more, either a supported bridge, which I'm in right now. I've got a block supporting my low back. Or you could move forwards to a regular bridge pose. Feet are hips width. They're close enough that you can touch your heels. You push into your feet and you lift your hips. If you do feel pretty good about back bending right now and you'd like to move forwards to wheel, you'll take your hands on either side of your ears, hug the elbows in, and then push into your hands, lifting through the hips, trying to straighten the arms. One more breath in, breath out, come back, down onto your back. Set your feet wide on the floor and knock your knees in to touch. We'll take one more back bend. So again, you can make a choice based on how you're feeling, supported bridge, wheel pose, or really any other back bend of your choice. I'm feeling like a supported bridge, so I'm going to slide the block back under my low back, but you could come into a regular bridge pose. You could interlace your fingers underneath you, lifting your shoulders a little bit higher. You can also take one more wheel pose, hands on either side of your ears, hugging the elbows in and then straightening the arms, pushing into the floor to lift the hips. Once you found your way back onto your back, let's take the soles of the feet together, let the knees open wide. And then hug your knees in, just a gentle twist to restore the spine. Let both knees fall to the right, let your left arm open wide. And then take both knees back in, let them fall to the left. Letting your right arm open. And then come back onto your back. And take the soles of your feet together, knees open wide for Supta Baddha Konasana. We were just here a moment ago, and I'll suggest that you support your knees open with blocks or pillows, unless your knees comfortably come to the floor. So we'll spend a few moments here kind of doing the opposite of what we did throughout class, which was opening the outer hips and twisting. You might close your eyes and you might take one hand to your heart and the other to your belly. And take your hands to the backs of your knees, bring your knees back together, and grab one of your blocks, set it up under your low back, just like you were setting up a supported bridge. This time instead, you'll extend your legs up to the ceiling for a supported inversion. You could also instead take shoulder stand or headstand or legs up a wall. As you're ready, you'll bring your feet back to the floor. Set the block aside. You might put on a sweatshirt or a jacket or something you have nearby. You might get up and shut off the light or put a towel over your eyes. If you're following along with my playlist, you'll want to turn it to the last song, or you could also turn it off. It's such a rainy day. The sound of the rain outside can be a nice Shavasana backdrop. See if you can relax a little bit more here. Soften a little bit more into the floor. Noticing whatever areas of your body still feel like they might be resisting, they might be holding onto something. And give those places permission to let go a little bit more. Think of sending your breath, your exhales to those spots. Let's take one more big breath in together, fill up all the way. A nice gentle breath out, softening, letting go into Shavasana. Take a deep breath in through your nose and gently let it go. Bring your two hands somewhere to rest on your body. Slide your feet to the floor. Hug your knees in. And find your way to a seat. Keep your eyes closed. Let the shoulders soften until your chin slightly down. And just notice before we leave, what, if anything, has shifted for you over the past hour or so, whether that's a physical feeling, a mental feeling, maybe something emotional. Notice this feeling of calm, a sense of connection with your body. And see if you can hold on to that feeling even after we continue on with our days. And being grateful that we don't have to stress about rushing around anywhere, commuting to work, running errands, all the crazy busyness of our normal lives has settled to some degree. And in our yoga practice, building a deeper connection with our bodies and our minds allows us to find space that we can fill with other things that are more valuable to us, that speak closer to who we are and what we want. So perhaps you can use this deeper connection with your body now to figure out what you can do to fill this extra time, this extra space that you have with something that really speaks to you. It doesn't have to be something productive. Maybe it's taking a bubble bath or resting. Whatever you feel like a little voice inside of you is calling for. See if you can pay attention to that. Bring your palms together, lift your thumbs up to the center of your forehead. And sending gratitude to each other for coming together on this rainy day to practice, even if it's not physically together. We're still connected virtually. And we'll bow in gratitude, saying namaste. Namaste. Thank you so much. So great to see your faces. If you want to reach out, say hello, have questions, please feel free. Hey, Sarah. Hi.
Hey.
Yeah, let me know if you have any thoughts, requests for future classes this coming week. Stay healthy, try to stay sane in your homes. I'm here for you if you want to FaceTime. Bye. Bye, guys. Have a great day.